Am I seeing this right? Hold on. Let me double take. We're seeing the Lumeckos Yoshi rocking the Adam tag too. Okay. All right. So clearly, Adam has some fans. Inspiring the Lumen themselves. Eddie seems not to be two-phased though. Let's see what this Yoshi can do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Going for a really ballsy smash. That matchup knowledge already showing on Lumeckos' part. Definitely has experience against this character that has not only Eddie in their region, but also has Arpeggio. Two very good Snake players. Oh, again, content to trade, and I think Yoshi is definitely one of those characters that can afford to as well. Not a lot of people realize, despite this character being extremely floaty, is also surprisingly heavy, but that said, not going to be able to live that C4. That's going to do it for Lumeckos' first stock. But honestly, a lot better than I was expected. Not sure what I was expecting exactly, but definitely not this level of proficiency. I've been seeing a lot more Lumeckos characters lately. I'm not sure if it's a character crisis, maybe trying to find a secondary, but taking the secondary stock, though, and Lumeckos evening up the stock count. Alright, trying to get a little bit more damage started. Finding their way through these nades, but just getting hit a little bit too much on the way in. Again, though, Yoshi does have a lot of weight to work with, can definitely take a little bit of abuse before having to really start worrying about losing the stock to anything. And honestly, aside, ooh, as an off stage. But the airspeed just going to find its way all the way around. Not quite going to get caught by that Nikita. Okay, but again, that C4 finding another stock. Yeah, you're just doing a pretty good job of just holding on to this lead. I think that's just been the name of the game, and honestly, that is definitely where Snake is at his strongest. Not only can he take trades at a disadvantage, but he can also just zone you out, tack on that percent little by little with those nades. And all he needs is one solid hit. He definitely has the kill power required. Again, right as I say that, Eddie 805 looking for that up tilt, not quite going to find the stock, but Lumeckos isn't careful. Might get hit by another one of those C4s. You can tell Eddie is paying attention to Lumeckos' positioning relative to the C4. Not quite pulling the trigger yet. Ooh, tries to do it right there, but Lumeckos definitely was aware of that C4. Just trying their best to hold onto this stock. Let's see if they can chase Eddie off stage. Ooh, not going to catch the air dodge in. Lumeckos going to air dodge off stage. Almost making it back there, but had that falling Nikita, had the nade, had a lot to worry about, and probably fumbled the bag a little bit on that recovery, but despite the surprising amount of proficiency with the character, Eddie 805 sticking to his guns, obviously a lot more knowledgeable about his own character, and probably this matchup. Shoutouts to Huevos, by the way, from Bellingham. Probably giving these players some experience in the Yoshi matchup. But, yeah, Eddie going up 1-0. Let's see if we'll see the counter pick from Lumeckos. Probably going to opt to go back to the Bayo if I had to guess. Or maybe perhaps just doesn't like this matchup with Bayo. As I say that, going with the Rosa. Now, I know the Rosalina is definitely an established character of Lumeckos's. So we'll see if the counter pick does anything. I'm not sure if this is a matchup that Lumeckos struggles in or not. Maybe just trying something a little bit different today. One thing's for sure though is that even if you are able to avoid a lot of hits, unfortunately Luma can't stay in shield the way that Rosalina can. So I think unconditionally Luma's going to be taking a lot of damage from these nades, a lot of damage from trying to get in, and honestly, I think one more hit from any, like, nade, just anything in general, is probably going to do it for this Luma. Not working with a lot more HP. That said, though, Lumeckos' Luma management has been pretty good. Right as I say that, though, again, just one more hit was all it needed to be done. Going to just sit around, wait for Luma to come back. just trying, not approaching, but unfortunately going to lose that stock. Eddie taking advantage of the fact that Luma was not on the field to help defend Lumeckos there. And again, you see Lumeckos trying to put up the shield, but unfortunately Luma's still going to be taking the damage no matter what. Really interesting stuff there. The Waveland actually not applying to Luma and covering both options. This is some not the kind of stuff you see every day, especially this character in general. So seeing the tech come out in a match like this is really interesting. Oh, alright. Looks like Lumeckos is starting to turn up the jets a little bit. And I don't know if anyone has noticed, but every single time that Lumeckos has done gravitational pull on one of the grenades, it's actually reset the grenade timer. Also, Lumeckos unfortunately still has that sticky nade on. I think it fell off in that interaction, but honestly, not able to get it off for that length of time. Oh, alright, trying to switch it up a little bit. Opting to go for a little bit of aggression despite not having Luma. Right as they get Luma back, going to lose that stock. Man, this is looking like a really back and forth game. If Lumeckos can just keep this slight edge that they've had throughout most of this game, they might be able to put themselves on the board. Ooh, trying to cover some options with that down smash, but taking a massive punish in response. And Eddie just still applying this pressure despite taking some damage of his own, more than content to take trades, more than content to deal with the damage, and just answering tit for tat every single time. Oh, alright. Lone C4 up and hitting himself. Not sure if that was intentional, but... But Lumeckos content to hold center stage, despite the fact that Eddie has been keeping up in terms of percent for the most part. I think Lumeckos opting to hold center stage is definitely the correct play here. Wanting to hold on to the stock, but Luma going to be taking too much abuse in that C4. Going to be sealing it out. Eddie 805 taking it over Lumeckos.